I know this is hard work. I know this is uncomfortable work. But this is the shit that stays with you for the rest of your life. And I know you're tired of the bullshit. And I know you don't want to do this shit anymore. You want shit to be different. You want to fucking be able to live a whole fucking life without living like you're running from shadows. Me too. We're doing this work together. There's parts of me that I'm still inviting while I'm on my bike ride in the rain to talk with me. Because I know in the past I've been like, you're the motherfucker that ruined my fucking marriage. You're the motherfucker that made me feel like I didn't want to fucking exist anymore. And now I don't want to treat that part of me with more shame and guilt and repulsion. I want to invite that part of me in and find out how to love that part of me better, because really, if I can love that part of me better, I can love myself better, and maybe I can stop giving to everyone else what I'm trying to give that I can only give and get from myself. I am Daniel Estevez, and we're done with the spiral. We're done with the same multiple choice options that this world gives us, that our culture around us, that the people around us tend to give us, and the options that we tend to go towards. We're tired of getting the same results. We want change. We want something different. And here is where we make the difference. Here's where we learn to integrate the shadow parts of ourselves. Those parts of us that are terrified. Those parts of us that we've put away. Those parts of us that we don't like how that part of us reacts. Here, we learn how to integrate the shadow. Integrate that part of us that's messy and unrefined and would not be welcome at the dinner table. That's what we do here. That's the journey that we're on. We welcome all of our being. Even the scared voice that doesn't want to speak out loud, even in a rainy forest. I fucked up. But I didn't have a choice. Because how can you know you're doing wrong when all you've known is do for the sake of everyone else? Everyone else's wishes matter more than mine. And all the while I'm hoping that as I'm giving to everyone else what they're asking for, that someone will just look the fuck at me and say, oh hey, what about your soul? What about what you really need? You know, we tend to be able to see in someone else things that are familiar in us. So if you or someone you know so willingly labels everyone a narcissist, there is a mirror that should be looked into. Because the thing that we are expert at doing for everyone else, or seeing in everyone else, or noticing the flaw in everyone else, is exactly the familiar place in us that we're wishing to be found, we're wishing to be given, we're wishing to be loved, we're wishing to be corrected. So for me, the place that I found myself was I've always given away exactly what the fuck I wanted. I just wanted to be unconditionally loved, seen, heard, validated. But so much of what I didn't know better when I was existing pushed people away. Because that's what we do. As human beings, we push away the thing that we need. When the exact cure for what's paining our heart shows up, we are so often willing to push it away, maybe consciously or subconsciously, but so often we just want the carrot and the stick. We just want the chase. We just want the thing that gives us a reason. And should we find ourselves with that carrot, what the fuck are we gonna do anymore? And so it is with what our heart needs, with love, I'm sure you've been in a relationship before, and if you haven't, you should be, where someone loved you in a way that made your record scratch. In a way that was just like, oh, whoa, you are speaking a language that I need, but I don't know how to receive it, and I don't feel good. Like, this feels weird. We all deserve love that makes us feel that way. And the problem that we run into is there's parts of us that are still hidden away that go, if only you fucking knew how bad I looked. If only you fucking knew how much of an asshole I was, how deeply pained I was, how insignificant and small. If only you could feel what it felt like when I was there, you wouldn't love that part of me. You wouldn't love the gross part of me. So then what happens is we keep settling for the stick because we don't want the carrot. We don't want the solution. I mean, we do, but when we're not ready, we're not going to get the fucking solution. Because maybe you've had the solution before to whatever the fuck's going on inside of you, and you weren't fucking ready, and you fucking fell apart. And you know what? Good. The timing is important, but the timing is now. Let's work on our shit together. How can we be fully present as we walk into a relationship with someone else? How can we be fully present in the uncomfortable situations where we would normally pull away and not want to be present? Fully present means the unwelcome parts of you are welcome. Fully present means the unwelcome parts of you are welcome. Are you fucking fully present? To the best of your ability, are you fully fucking present? Because I guarantee you, and the same for me, we still have areas that we're holding back. And I know it's the case for all of us, but are you consciously holding any parts of yourself back? Is there nobility in your brain that says, I'm going to keep a little bit of this away because I've seen the ugly, I've seen that part of me and that side, and that sounds like an abusive father figure in my past, or whatever that looks like for you. I'm going to keep that away. Okay. You cannot numb the negative without numbing the positive. Because we live as a whole being, yin and yang, a full being, both the light and the dark. So you cannot diminish a part of you that you consider dark without also relinquishing some of its light. Now, how the fuck does that play out? Fucking do the work and find out. Whatever part of you that you are comfortably hiding away, that you've comfortably pushed to the farthest corner of your house, of your soul, invite that part of you into your fucking life. But maybe instead of it coming out in ways that are gross, which is why you lock that part away of you in the first place, invite it to your place, invite it to your safety, invite it to your dwelling where you reside, whatever you is, and invite that part of you to have a conversation. What's up, buddy? What do you want to teach me? How can we heal and how can we grow together? And I swear to fucking God, if you do that, real shit fucking happens. There's a real part of you that's still hurting and lost and trapped, and that part of you doesn't want to fuck you up. That part of you is still good, but without the proper context, that part of you doesn't know how to communicate, doesn't know how to voice its voice without it coming out in a way that feels really fucking bad. So, how do we prevent that so we can be more whole? Is we start creating new connections and new relationships with our fucking hurt soul. With that part of us that learned how to be gross from our mom, learned how to be bitter from school friends, learned how to withhold love, whatever those things that were like, I consciously feel it, but I don't want it to come back up because I know how it's played in my relationships in the past, and I know how it's fucked me over at work. You can't plug holes in a boat that's sinking. If you're the boat, water will always get in. Those things will always come up. It's best to have a new relationship with that part of us. If you like this shit, like it, comment. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your words. I want to tell me if you can't even hear this audio. YOLO. I'll put subtitles so you can read my mouth. Yeah. There's a link in the description if you want to have a free one-on-one chat with me. I want to start doing this work with you. I'm a life coach. I'd love to hear from more and more of you how I can come alongside of you and help you on your journey. All right, Rainy Dan, checking out. God bless.